Do you run an online e-commerce store? Are you wondering, how do I get customers to find my store without spending money on ads? The answer is to use search engine optimization, or SEO, to optimize your website to help search engines like Google understand your store and trust your content. It helps increase the chances your store shows up higher on page one of Google when potential customers are searching for your product. Today, I'm going to teach you how to use SEO for your fashion e-commerce brand. In this presentation, I will cover what is SEO and why is it important for fashion e-commerce brands? How does Google actually work? And I will give you 5 simple SEO tips you can implement right away. Before I begin, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Glynis. I'm the founder of Chase Your Dreams Consulting, which specializes in SEO services for fashion e-commerce companies. I have over 20 years apparel industry experience. I help fashion e-commerce brands increase organic traffic, rank higher in search engines, and make more sales online. I have been featured in the front page of the business sections of the Vancouver Sun, National Post, the Globe and Mail, and I have been interviewed on CBC Radio. So why is SEO important for fashion e-commerce brands? Well, let me start by explaining what is SEO. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, which is the practice of increasing the quantity and quality of traffic to your website through organic search engine results. Did you know 93% of online experiences start with search engine? Google answers more than 88,700 searches worldwide per second. In other words, every second that your website is not indexed on Google, you miss out on hundreds, if not thousands, of opportunities in which someone might have accessed your website, viewed your content, and bought your product or services. By optimizing your website for search engines, not only can you improve its ranking and thus be found by potential customers, but you can also create a better user experience. That's the key to SEO. You are optimizing for your visitors, not just for search engines. In SEO, ranking refers to your page's position on the search engine results page. The number one result in Google gets about 27% of all clicks. The top 3 results gets almost half of all clicks. And did you know that 95% of people never make it past the first page? Appearing on the first page within the top 10 results is good because, like I said, uh, most people never go past page 1, which is the top 10 results. And you want to be on page 1 by doing SEO. That helps you increase your chances of being shown up higher on search engines, right? And you want to be on page 1. And did you know that search traffic has the highest lead to customer conversion rates of all channels? So why does website traffic matter for e-commerce? In an online-based business, any conversion starts with a visit to the website. This graph by Semrush shows that in the US, online fashion stores generated almost half of their traffic with direct visits, meaning that users knew precisely what domain to type into the search bar. Search traffic ranks second in the list of traffic sources. The predominance of branded organic traffic is another indicator of brand awareness, while success with non-branded visits can be read as a sign of strong SEO strategy. So you can see right here, search falls right in the second highest traffic source, following direct. So how does Google actually work? Google aims to deliver relevant search results as part of its bid to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and usable. Google has automated software called search bots or spiders. These bots visit web pages in a process called crawling the web. Then they add the pages they crawl to Google's index, which is a huge catalog of trillions of web pages. When people search, Google shows the most relevant results from the catalog. When you're doing SEO, you're helping Google spiders to crawl and understand your content. You're also telling Google your content is relevant to certain queries, so your web pages show up in the right search results. When a search query is being typed, the search engine looks in its index, even while it's being entered, for the most relevant information and displays the results in the SERPs. The results are then sorted by relevance. Search engines have one goal, which is to give the searcher the exact information they are searching for. Search engines look at 4 things when deciding ranking: rank, authority, relevance, and technical issues. So you can see here in this example of a search page, when I typed in organic cotton t-shirts, you can see this is an organic result. The first 2 are sponsored. That means they are paid. The first result that shows up here for the good tea is an organic search result. Did you know that Google has over 200 ranking factors? Wow, that's a lot of factors. But don't worry, I created a checklist of the most important SEO ranking factors, which I will provide a download to after this presentation. You'll see it in the description box called SEO Ranking Factors Checklist. But if you really want to know what all the 200 ranking factors are, the complete list, you can go to the Backlink Co. Website and you can go and see exactly what they are. So let me explain to you what SEO is. I created this diagram of 3 circles that consists of technical SEO, on-page SEO, and off-page SEO. Technical SEO refers to the process of optimizing your website for the crawling and indexing phase. With technical SEO, you can help search engines access, crawl, interpret, and index your website without any problems. On-page SEO is the practice of optimizing individual web pages in order to rank higher and earn more relevant traffic in search engines. On-page refers to both the content and the HTML source code of a page that can be optimized, as opposed to off-page SEO, which refers to links and other signals. Off-page SEO refers to actions taken outside of your own website to impact your rankings within search engine result pages. By optimizing for off-site ranking factors, it improves search engine and user perception of a site's popularity, relevance, trustworthy, and authority. I will revisit link building or off-page SEO a little bit later into this presentation. So now you know the basics of SEO. I'm going to give you a few quick SEO tips you can do yourself. Before you get started on your SEO journey, make sure to set up your Google Analytics and Google Search Console. Google Analytics will tell you how much traffic you are getting to your website, where it's coming from, and how long people are staying on your site. Google Search Console tells you which keywords people are typing in to find you and which pages they are landing on. And so once you have your Google Search Console set up, then you want to submit the sitemap to Google Search Console to tell it to start crawling and indexing your page. And also you want to submit your sitemap to Bing as well, which is another search engine. So let's get into the best SEO tips for fashion e-commerce. Tip number 1, build a user-friendly website to boost engagement. So you want to look into making sure that your website is mobile friendly. Mobile shopping is bigger than ever and will soon become the norm. Almost 54% of all web traffic comes through mobile devices like smartphones. Almost everyone has a smartphone these days, and shopping is easier than ever from our phones. So that said, you need to make sure your website looks good on mobile devices. It should also be easy to navigate to offer a good e-commerce experience. Unlike brick and mortar stores, e-commerce stores have to focus entirely on the digital experience. So make sure it's a good one. Optimize your website for speed. Is the next thing I have here. You want your e-commerce site to load as quickly as possible. The likelihood of a person leaving increases the longer it takes to load a web page. Over half of mobile users will leave a website if it takes more than 3 seconds to load. 3 seconds is all it takes to lose a customer. And you can just follow the link I have here for the Google Mobile Friendly Test and Google Page Speed Insight. I've included the links right here. You just have to type in your URL, and then you'll be able to get a report generated. And the last thing I want to say is to make sure your product pages are easy to shop. Your product pages should be easy to navigate and understand. It should be easy to browse products on both a computer and a mobile device. So make it simple to browse for them to find, the colors, patterns, and be able to, find information about sizing. Also, check your site structure. Make sure all your pages are well organized. Like if you think about it, it's like file folders, making sure, your collections and product pages are all in the proper folder. And that not only provides a good user experience, but it also helps search engines better able to crawl and index your site. And also try to limit the number of clicks it takes for a customer to view a product. So you want them to be able to, do 1 or 2 clicks to be able to view a product. Try not to have more than 2 clicks if you can. Next on a list of tips on SEO for online clothing stores involves choosing the right keywords. To find relevant keywords for your product listings, you need to conduct keyword research. Keyword research is the process of discovering words and phrases that people use in search engines with the ultimate goal of optimizing content around those terms and ranking for those terms in search engines. Keyword research impacts every other SEO task that you perform, including finding content topics, on-page SEO, and outreach and promotion. That's why keyword research is usually the first step of any SEO campaign. So let's put it this way. Keywords are like a compass for your SEO campaigns. They tell you where to go and whether or not you're making progress. Another tip I have is when you are conducting keyword research is to focus on long-tail keywords. Long-tail keywords are keywords that contain 3 or more words. These keywords are more specific, So they attract leads looking for your products. So, for example, a keyword like women's black ankle boots that will drive more relevant traffic than someone who searches boots. With a keyword like boots, it's difficult to know what the person wants to find. A specific keyword like women's black ankle boots gives you the exact details about what a person wants. To help you do SEO for fashion brands, right, you want to focus on specific long tail keywords for your product pages to ensure you're driving the right leads to your page. So tip number 3 I have for you is to create a fashion blog. SEO helps you bring in more traffic and build your brand without paying for ads. However, one common mistake businesses make is that they don't put out enough quality content. Creating a fashion blog is a great way to get started in SEO for fashion brands. You'll drive organic traffic to your website and boost your rankings. As a result, more people will discover your brand and you'll bring in more sales. So over here, I've indicated a few benefits to creating high quality blogs. And some of these include, driving, increasing organic traffic to your website because it's found that long form content ranks better on search engines. And also blogs will take your readers on a journey to know, like, and trust your brand. Blogs can help you sell your products by turning your readers into customers. And blogs can also help you earn valuable backlinks. When people find the content to be informative and helpful, they will want to link and share to it. And, most importantly, you want to remember is always quality over quantity. So really, you want to provide value to your reader and to be able to establish trust with them in order to show your expertise in what it is that you do. This is also a great opportunity to link content with your social media accounts. Create share-worthy content and post your latest blogs on social media. And if you have an e-letter, share it with your email list. My 4th tip is to be generous with images and optimize them. The fashion industry relies on imagery more heavily than any other. So does SEO for clothing brand. Most online content is a balance of text and images. Text gets a lot of attention and it's definitely important, but images are important too. So here's how to optimize your images for Google. You want to edit your file names. So always rename your files to reflect the contents. Don't use something like image123.jpg or leave it to the default name. Also, you want to always modify your image's alt text, and that should be an accurate description of the image. So it should be around 125 characters max. And lastly, make sure you compress your images. That's the image file size. You can use an app called compressor.io. And if you're using Shopify usually will automatically compress your images before they get loaded onto your site. The 5th tip I have for you is to build backlinks from other sites in the industry. So remember I talked about what is SEO in the beginning, showing you what the 3 circles are, and I mentioned what off-page SEO is. Well, link building is actually a part of off-page SEO. What is link building? It's the process of getting other websites to link to pages on your website to help them rank higher in Google search results. Links from one website to another website are seen as votes of confidence, trust, and authority. This increased authority can mean higher rankings on search engines, thus granting your site more visibility and likely much more organic traffic. So you'll see in the diagram I have here what a backlink is. It shows you here's one website, contains a link to another website or your website, right? So if you get a backlink from another site, then yeah, that basically counts towards a backlink to you. And it's good for, search because it builds up the trust factor. And my last bonus tip here for you is to monitor your analytics to determine if your efforts are working and whether you need to adjust your digital marketing strategy. Here are some analytics you need to check regularly. Organic traffic, that's the number of visits that come to your site from search engines organically without clicking on ads. It's a good indicator of how well your web pages rank for relevant keywords and how much quality traffic you get. Keyword ranking is your website's position on search engines results page for a specific keyword or phrase. The higher you rank, the more traffic you're likely to drive to your site. SERP visibility is a measure of how often and how prominently your website appears on the search engine results pages for relevant keywords. Click-through rate, or CTR, is the percentage of users who click on your website from the SERP. It shows how effective your title tags and meta descriptions are in attracting searchers' attention and interest. And it's calculated by dividing the number of clicks by the number of impressions, then multiplying that number by 100. Bounce rate is the percentage of users who visit your site but leave without further interaction, like going to another page or filling out a form. Conversion rate is the percentage of users who complete a desired action on your site, like subscribing to a newsletter, adding to cart, making a purchase, out of the total number of users who visited the site. So it shows how effective your pages are in turning visitors into leads or customers. Engagement time, or sometimes is called time on page, is the average amount of time visitors spend on a web page before leaving it. It's a helpful metric to see how well your content meets search intent. When a searcher types a keyword into Google and lands on your page and spends a lot of time there, it suggests that your site satisfied their intent. They found what they were looking for and it was useful. So yeah, those are some of the ways that you can monitor your website performance and to determine whether or not your SEO is working. Thank you so much for taking this time today to watch this presentation on the best SEO tips for fashion e-commerce. I hope you found this presentation to be helpful and have a better understanding of how you can make SEO work for your business. Remember, SEO takes time and patience, but by taking consistent action, your efforts will compound over time and you'll see it pay off. Prioritize sustainability over speed. Through it, you will see your keyword rankings and organic traffic increase. I have seen it and done it for many of my clients. If you're ready for an SEO expert to help you so you don't have to do all the work yourself, I encourage you to schedule a free 30-minute call with me. My booking calendar is included on the slide and in the description box. As a bonus for attending this presentation, I will perform a complimentary website assessment, including a site health audit for you during the call. And don't forget to download your free SEO ranking factors checklist. The link is in the description box below. Thank you so much, and I hope to talk to you soon.